So welcome students, welcome all of you in our social science history class. So today in this class we are going to discuss your chapter 8, the devotional path to the divine, question answers. Okay, so it is in page number 102, and at first we will discuss some extra MCQ type of question and answers for your upcoming periodic test 2 examination, and after that we will discuss the first 2 question answers of your exercise from your book, and the rest of the descriptive type of questions I will give you later as a PowerPoint presentation. I will upload that. So let us begin. The first question, you can write these question answers from in your copy. Okay, so open your copy quickly and write. The first one, what happened to Sarif Ali? Is leaving? What happened, Deep? 120, not 102. What is the meaning? Okay, sorry, 120. So, which deities was not come to be worshipped through elaborate rituals? The first question, which deities was not come to worship through elaborate rituals? That you know in the first subunit, it is from the first subunit of your chapter 8 that some new deities people started worshipping some new deities at that time. Except the old deities you have read in class 6, like Vishnu, the Soma, the Agni, okay, Indra. So except those Vedic deities or Vedic god and goddesses, people started worshipping new deities, and which one of this is not part of those deities? Option number, question number 2, option number B, it is Awadhi. Okay. So it is the correct answer. Do you know which one is the correct answer? Write in the chat box quickly. Which one is the correct option? Number C, yes, it is the Kali. Kali is the deity that was not worshipped at the time. Later on in 17th and 18th century, it was very much popularized, and people said it was a form of Devi Durga. So Durga, Shiva and Vishnu, that the main three part, and it is worshipped by the people, and the people who believed in the worshipping the Shiva known as Shaivite, those people worship the Vishnu known as Vaishnav, and those worship Durga, they known as the Shakta community. Okay, Shakta, the worshipper of Shakti, and all the female deities mainly they were considered as a form of Devi Durga, like Kali, Tara, Saraswati, Lakshmi, etc. Okay. So next question, the language of Kabir's poetry. You know that Kabir wrote some poetry, and the language of the Kabir's poetry was option number A Hindi, option number B Awadhi, option number C Urdu, option number D Marathi. So which is the correct option? The language of Kabir's poetry. Okay, Deep said it is A Hindi. Anyone else? Hindi, okay, yes. Anyone else? Any other answer? Okay, so think about it, then I will write another one. Okay, so number 3. So number 3 is which amongst the following was not a Sikh guru? Okay, so what is the answer of previous question? D. Okay, some said B, some said D. Okay, Akash said is A, some previous answer. But some different answer given, that A, B, C, D. So correct answer is Awadhi. Who is giving? It is Devanshu. It is B. Yes, Awadhi is the correct answer. It is a spoken form language spoken in the part of Western Uttar Pradesh, the region called Awadh. Okay. So the language is Awadhi. It is similar than Hindi. It is very similar than Hindi. Okay. Similar to Hindi. So the correct answer, the language of Kabir's poetry was Awadhi. Remember carefully. Now I am writing this one also. So which amongst the following was not a Sikh guru? A. Guru Arjan. B. Guru Tegh Bahadur. Guru Banda, and D. Guru Angad. So which is the correct answer? Tell me, students. Write in the chat box quickly. Okay, one said Devanshu, it is said it is C, and Tirthankar said D. Again, Shanchari said it is C. Deep said it is C. Okay. So the correct option is yes, it is option number C, that Guru Banda. It is also a follower of Guru Gobind Singh. That is also not mentioned here. Another Guru was there, Guru Gobind Singh, and Banda was a follower of Guru Gobind Singh, but he was denied to call himself as a Guru. He was not. He was called himself as a slave, as a servant of Sikhism and a disciple of the Gurus. So that's why Banda Bahadur was not called as a Guru. But the Guru Arjan, Guru Tegh Bahadur, Guru Nanak, Guru Angad, Guru Gobind Singh. So these are some famous Gurus. There are total 9 Gurus in the Sikhism. Okay. So the next question. Next question is, okay. Religious biographies are called A. Autobiography, B. Discography, C. Paleography, and D. Hagiography. Okay, students, can you see the board? Okay, so which will be the correct answer? Okay. Okay. So, most of the students, so all of the students said it is D, and it is the correct answer. Yes, it is the D. So, D is the correct answer, that religious biographies are called hagiographies, okay, written by mostly their disciples or other saints about some saints, that is called hagiographies. Now, I am rubbing question number 3. Okay, students. So, now I will give you the exercise question and answers. Okay. Exercise question and answers. So, write in your copy exercise question answer 1 and 2. I only that 2 I will give you. So, number 1. So, match the following. So, because match the following portion, you have to make a 2 column like that, okay, in this way. And in the first box, the question is that the Buddha and I will mention the correct option. Which will be the correct option that will match with Buddha, that is questioned social differences. Okay. Next one it is the Shankar Deva, a saint from Assam. Shankar Deva. Okay, Shankara Deva. Okay. And Shankar Deva, a saint from Assam, the worshipper of Vishnu mainly, and established various Namghar for worshipping the god Vishnu. Next one, it is the Nizamuddin Aulia. Nizamuddin Aulia, also a Sufi saint from Chishti community, and he belongs to Delhi, and he is a Sufi saint. Next one, Nayanas. Nayanas will be matched with the worship of Shiva. Worship of Shiva. And the last one, I am rubbing this one. That is the Alvars. Worship of Vishnu. Okay, completed. So, now we will go to number 2, fill in the blanks. Completed this one? Students, tell me that you have completed this one or not. Then I will rub it and give you the number 2 answers. Fill in the blanks portion. Okay. Fill in the blanks. The first one, A, that Shankara, okay, Shankara was an advocate of dash, and the correct option is, correct answer is Shankara was an advocate of Advaita. And one thing that don't be confused with Shankardeva and Shankara, both are different persons. Okay, Shankara is a different person and Shankaradeva was also a different person. Okay, so Shankara was an advocate of Advaita. Next one, number B, that Ramanuja was influenced by the Alvars, influenced by the Alvar community, the worshipper of Vishnu. Next, number C, dash, dash and dash were advocates of Veerashaivism. Do you know the answer? Who was the advocates of Veerashaivism? Emerged in Tamil Nadu region and also famous in Karnataka. Bhakti movement in South India, emerged in Tamil Nadu and famous in Karnataka. So, 3 saints are there. Number 1, Basavanna. Basavanna, Allama Prabhu, and number D, along with it Basavanna and Akka Mahadevi. So, these are the 3 saints who followed the advocates, follows the Veerashaivism. Okay, and the last one, number D. Number D, it is that dash was an important center of the Bhakti tradition in Maharashtra. So, students, it is not part of your PT2 syllabus, though I am giving that is Pandharpur. Pandharpur is a place in Maharashtra where the saint of Maharashtra portion was not a part of your syllabus. So, that is why it is excluded from your syllabus, but it may be come in your term 2 examination, that is why I am giving it Pandharpur. So, Lord Vithal's temple was there, and Lord Vithal is a form of Lord Vishnu, they believed, and so Pandharpur is a famous religious place of Bhakti movement in Maharashtra. Okay. So, that is all from the exercise question and answers. So, students, if you have any question your previous chapters or this chapter, that devotional paths to the divine, you can ask me. Okay, before finishing the class, the last question I am asking to you, just give me the answer. Just I am asking that verbally, that write the correct option in the chat box. That Sufis were option number A, Sikh mystics, option number B, Hindu mystics, option number C, Parsi mystics, and option number D, Muslim mystics. So, which is the correct option? Sufis were A, Sikh mystics, B, Hindu mystics, C, Parsi mystics, and D, Muslim mystics. Okay, Deep said it is C, Parsi mystic. Yes, Akash, absolutely correct. D, it is no, the correct Onik, it is not D, it's C, it is D. Muslim mystics are called Sufis. Okay, though they practice some other things also. Okay, and they were greatly influenced, and when they arrived, actually Sufism emerged in Indian subcontinent and in Central Asia also, when some other religious and ideas also intermixed with Islam, and some people, the ardent devotees of the Allah or Almighty, they are searching, they left everything for in the name of Almighty or Allah. So, that is the Sufism. Okay. Yes, option D is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, Onik, no problem. So, that is all from today's class. So, best of luck for your upcoming examination. So, prepare for your examination, and next from the next class I will start another chapter from your history book. It is chapter number 9, the regional cultures, different regional cultures. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching this class.